Welcome guys to the video about Battleforge. Here's the thing is, Battleforge is right now a discontinued game. Battleforge was developed by EA Phenomic and published by Electronic Arts. It was released on Windows in March 2009 along with a demo. And May 26, 2009, Battleforge became a free-to-play game. On September 4, 2013, EA announced the closing of the game and in an email to register players effective October 31st, 2013. Here's the thing is, on its initial release, the game revolved around trading, buying and winning through means of microtransactions. Through microtransactions were not required for playing the game, only for buying the new cards. When Battleforge became free to play, with fewer cards initially available, 32 cards and no points, the retail version came with a starter decks, one for each element, 64 cards, and 3,000 Battleforge points. The game virtual currency was distributed to each player on a 2-point per day basis. Requirement was that the player has played at least 15 minutes that day. Through this, all microtransactions were available to all players, but them without purchasing the retail version of the game or any virtual currency was possible. It's just it was very low, or should I say very slow. There were a total of 383 cards available, almost equally divided between the power of Fire, Frost, Nature, and Shadow. Later on, there came an update with Shadow Fire, Frost Nature, Frost Shadow, and Fire Nature were introduced, as well as legendary cards. Player could buy and sell cards at an in-game action house using Battleforge points, BF, or an in-game currency. Players could also invite each other to conduct a direct trade if they wanted to. There was a PvE mode, player versus environment, as you guys already know, and a PvP mode, player versus player, and in PvE mode, which is player completing the missions. Some of these missions could only be played by one player, while others could be played by 2 players, 4 players, or 12 players. There were 3 modes available in missions: Standard, Advanced, and Expert. In order to unlock Advanced and Expert, player will have to complete the series of missions in Standard mode first. The reward for the mission were gold, card upgrades, and PvE experience points. These experience points would increase the player's PvE level. For PvP, players could choose between ranking and unranked PvP. Unranked PvP will not give as any reward, but could be useful for testing cards and strategy or for a simple friendly match. Ranked PvP would give player gold, elo points, and token as a reward. Gold and token could be traded for cards upgrade, and while elo points will increase a player's PvP level. Battleforge supported Direct 11 hardware, I think it's called tessellation features on PC system with Direct 11 install, which is a subject to operating system and the graphic card compatibility. Now here's the thing is, Battleforge, as you already know, was pretty much shut down on October 31st, 2013. However, in June 2015, a group started working on reverse engineering the game code to create a server game called SkyLord Reborn. The final game is planned to be free to play, like the original, but without microtransaction. The server maintenance is planned to be funded by donation. At the beginning of 2017, the development is closed beta testing and open stress test begins in September 2018, which is exactly when I am playing the game and will be heading into the game. Just note that just like the intro, the game is on beta. It has a lot of bugs in here and there, but I still be having a crazy amount of fun in the game, so we're about to get into it. Guys, welcome back. This could be full mode, so don't be scared. You can actually come here to the option area, and you can just look for the graphics and put on full screen if you want it. However, for some reason I can't record on full screen. It doesn't show anything, and for some reason my OBS is not capturing the game in window mode. So basically what you do is you come into the game, you're going to receive 2 decks. After that, you're going to receive a nature, I think, deck. I actually destroyed a deck and made a new deck. Same cards actually, but I put some cards in here there that I got for free, and some cards that I earned to battle for by doing some quests, plus some BF points, which I spent like on the weakest, because everything that I had back then when I spent $300 cost way too much right now. It costs like 900 BF and stuff like that, which is battle force point. So basically, you're gonna get a free deck, and from there you can mix those two free decks together and find a pattern of how you like to have your deck built and such. So basically, you can come down here. You can always test it. You can drag this right here with the mouse. You just hold and click and drag, and basically that allows you to move. You move with a right click. You can hold right click and move it around to see the map, or you can use the WDS SAD buttons, so you go right ahead and move as you're controlling your units. So as you see right now, I'm just gonna make a fresh start. I'm gonna summon maybe some Embers right here, and I'm gonna tell the Embers to start attacking this right here in the bottom, or use the ability if I want them to use the ability, which is right here. I can see right now. There you go. That's an ability. So basically what happens is that once you have finished your deck, you can actually come down here and go into the tutorial area for instruction to learn how to actually play the game. Once you actually play the game, you can actually start doing the solo mode areas over here, and then after you finish the solo mode areas, you can go and challenge your deck in a PvE action, which earns a lot of gold. You're gonna see some clips in here and there about me doing the level 18, which gives me about 3,000 something gold, and the gold is actually used to upgrade, which I'll go in a minute. After this, I'll go back. Again, this is actually the normal mode. This will be 4 players mode, which I am going to try at one point, try to do 4 player in as 1 player, because I like to test my skills and my cards and whatever I got. There is dueling, there's sparring grounds and stuff like that, and there's 2 mode for the, I would love to have someone to play with me, random 2-player PvE scenarios and random 4-player PvE scenarios. I will do these in a separate video. I will do like one for random PvE scenario, I will do one for the storyline, and I will try one for the bad harvest on first mode and how I actually did it, which gets to be very confusing here and there. Now this game does test the limits of your multitasking, because at one point, for example, let me actually just go ahead and summon some little monsters and such, and I can tell these monsters right here to, hey, you guys attack this, while something up here in the top left is going on, like something like this, and I'll be telling the guys that, hey guys, you guys need to attack this before we get destroyed, while I may have like archers or something like that in some area, summoning archers in some area to be able to defend my orbs and such. Now the way you actually play the game, and I'm going to give you a quick tutorial. You are going to need, if I actually can make this a little bit bigger or so, like, I don't think I actually can. There you go. Just to destroy that and take this away. So there, as you see in the card on the right side, there is an orb, and basically when you start in the game, you can go up to 4 orbs, and on the first level of the orb, it'll tell you how much it costs. The cost will come somewhere around top here, which you'll see in the gameplay. Basically, if it costs 50, that's when you can summon it, and if it eats 1 orb, and you need to have that orb of that color. Again, if the orb is, let's say we actually go for 2, this clear means that you can have 1 orb and anything else of the other orb. So you can have 1 red, 1 blue, 1 red, 1 black, or whatever color it is. You can have 1 red and 1 of anything. So that way you'll be able to summon it. You're still going to need to pay the cost. For example, this one needs 1 red and 1 purple. If I have 1 red and 1 purple, I'm able to summon it, and I need to actually pay the cost for it, which again, the cost will be 70, and so on and so on. As you see right here, the orbs gets bigger, the cost gets bigger, and sometimes this will be generated very slowly, sometimes it will be generated faster depending on the power well. And power well is something that you will be seeing in the gameplay, which allows you to generate power to be able to actually summon these creatures. Again, you can actually come down here and pick up any of the decks that you like. Take these out and actually add these in if you like, if you want to play with some nature. Maybe you want to play nature fire and such, and this or such thing as I said in the beginning of the video. So you can actually grab these, put it over here, and maybe take out the unholy. Oh hell, maybe you want to play all 5 colors and be risky like that, which I did in the beginning, and see if you actually can win like that. My deck right now is actually going to be as a cheap deck, I'm going for the Nature and Frost, because I was actually be able to buy this for 160 the Crystal Fiend, which was 160 BF, and it was located here. But there's cards that cost like 900 BF that will make my deck like really overpowered or something like that, which would be like a Shaman. Well, it's not overpowered, but it will definitely make me like really easy to do some of the quests and campaigns. So I did my 3 dailies, which you will see. You'll get 3 starter for free booster packs, which after that you'll be having 3 dailies, and the daily will include like 2 of them will be a BF, which is about 75, a total of 160, and then the other one will be a booster pack. A booster pack, you'll probably get it around here. You'll see it in a couple videos. Open up the booster packs and basically you get a card. I got lucky with some cards. I got the Brian is requesting to see your current deck. Okay, I don't know why. As you see right here, I have the ship that I got this one right here. I got lucky even with the fire, and I got me the Juggernaut, which you have to go straight fire deck basically to actually get this, because you have to get 3 of them. So I actually like this because I only need 2 of something. It still costs 4 orb, but it's 2, one blue and 1 purple, which will be the 4th orb that I actually technically get, because I'll start with green, move my way to blue, and then go into purple, and then in the end I could have went into something red, but again there was something red for me that I actually liked it, so I kind of like this type of deck that I built. It's actually a very cheap deck that I built back when I was playing Embarra Forge. I had a $300 deck and I had like a $20 deck, and this is technically something that it was close to the $20. There's a lot of cards still missing, but that's okay. Basically after you finish, you can actually go to any of these one and upgrade them. So again, I actually clicked over here and upgrade them to 3. This is close to the starter deck, but basically, so I upgrade them, and when I upgrade them, as you see, it gets light points by 5, 6. This one's for example, this one will get damage increased. I tried to search will now heal 100 regeneration. The next is 100 regeneration, and the next one is 120 regeneration. I'm still working on some of these. I have to get this one, which actually costs a lot, and this one specifically, and as you see by the cost of the 7,500 and 2,500, it means that it is a good card, but a very cheap card, which not a lot of people are allowed to use it. Basically it regenerates life, and I actually have to do one of the dungeons for that, which will be shown later. I have this breeding ground, which again, building surrounding the magical zones, 25 radiant radius, and summon as a friendly dude requires 25% less usual power. And there's some stuff like that in here that I would have loved to buy. This one where I can actually sacrifice these guys, and when it sacrifices these guys, it allows me to go right ahead and suck up a soul and add it into the mana pool. Now when you actually destroy all of these guys and such, you're able to get a mana pool slowly, but there's some cards that allow you to transfer that mana pool into instant power, so you can start summoning right away. So I did get something like this for free from the booster pack. I got something like this from this pack. I got this from the booster pack, which I decided to just keep it. It's a little bit tricky to actually play. I got the Lost one, and I love this Lost one, but again, all these I actually got it on the free. So again, there's, as you saw, there's no microtransaction for it, but again, I got this very quickly and I got very lucky on it. So there's other cards in here that I definitely did get, but it doesn't add into my to my deck, so I didn't keep it. I mean, all these, even this one can add into my deck, but like you see, but I'm not gonna go to green and to blue for it. If I actually put this right here, for example, some of these two, some of this one right here, you'll see them, the boom boom, it hits for a lot of damage. I may actually go right here and put this one right here, just so you can see it. And then this is Hollow Shrine. This is pretty cool. Hollow Shrine, it gets linked, so the Hollow Shrine basically tangles them and deals damage, which is pretty cool. But again, I don't use it for my deck. So there will be a part right here that it's the Battle Forge point area. You can actually spend collected all your Battle Forge point. You get 450, or you can look for a card that you want to duplicate, or maybe buy and, you know, make more of it. For example, if you actually, there's charges on each one of them. You see down here, there's 4 charges here. There's 3 charges here, 8 charges in here. Basically what happens is, if you have an extra card of the same amount like this one, you basically will increase the charge, see, charge upgrade. So instead of, for example, if you start up with this one wind reavers, you can summon like about 5 of them and you're down to 1, and then you have to wait a long time before it charges up so you can summon it again. So you can't summon an army right away. These charges actually helps you, which, for example, this one, the spearman, I did get an increase, so I can, if I have enough, I can summon like 10 of them instantly and go straight into battle, which actually helps me because, again, there's a lot of things in this game to actually learn, such as the size of your character. For example, this guy is like our large size right here, and then this and then these guys right here are small size, and this one right here is an extra large size monster. Same thing with these guys, they're all extra large right here. This is actually a medium guy, and some of the abilities can correspond in making the game actually faster to play. For example, if this guy is a medium, it costs about 3 orb, and the guys over here should not stand a chance, which is only 1 orb. However, if I go ahead and summon these 2 guys right here and change their ability weapons, which right now the ability is says on there that the ability says makes unit more effective against medium size. So again, I'll show you one example. I am going to find the summon creature that I summon because I made it myself as an enemy. So this is 3 orb versus 1 orb. There it is. It's just all going to attack me. And as you see, because it's a medium size, there's more damage to them. So my 1 orb can destroy them as, you know, as a 2 orb, so long as I have 2 of them. So let's say hypothetically I summon the same creature, and I go right ahead and summon 2 of the same spears, but I don't have that ability. Now, maybe I'll be able to defeat them because there's only 4 and I have more. But at the same time, it won't deal as much damage as it should. So as you see right now, from before, they're going to be able to probably come close to destroying this guy. Yes, they're going to destroy my units. The other unit actually survive it. And then, again, after all of them are done, they're going to fight this unit left over. Which I'm pretty sure I still might win. Or it's going to be a close battle, actually. There we go. And I win. So you see, that actually can be very detrimental if you don't have that ability. It does cost 10, but it'll make the medium size monsters much more effective if I actually were to battle them. So there's many other abilities here. There's actually towers and stuff like that. Like I can put some towers in this to defend my my keep and my orbs and such. And as they come, again, as you see, it hits them real hard. So these are actually a 2-star. And basically they allow me to defend myself, and they do not conclude to the amount of enemy that you can have out there. You will see it on the top right around up here when you start a game. It'll be about 120 of them, and then when you reach 120 you can't summon anymore. You have to wait for your unit to die or something like that, or you have to sacrifice some unit that you don't want. So that's going to be end for that. I already covered the beers, the gold and such. There's rankings in here, but again, I don't think they do anything at the moment. This is my profile right here. Yes, my profile. I'm a tactician at the moment. My PvE experience. This is in 1 day, by the way, because actually, look, it's the 20 seconds, and I need to play it on the 20 seconds. All my booster have gotten on the 21st, and I just started the game again, which again, I already finished. Like in the morning, I went ahead and finished all my daily, and I might play another game just soon enough. But first, I'm actually going to go ahead and put this video with some of the edit options, things that you may have seen, so you can get like a quick idea of it. And then I'm actually going to go be playing the game myself by actually doing one of the PvE scenario, one of the solo scenario with story, and then one by harvest if I can with the starter deck.